everybody. This is Dilek, Director of Sales and Marketing at Nokta Makro Detectors. First of all, I really hope you guys are all doing well and you are all staying safe and healthy around the world. Today, I'm very excited actually to share some good news with you, and that is we have just released our new Kids Detector series, the Mini and Midi Hoard, to our distributors, which means we're taking orders right now and we're starting the shipments as early as next week to the distributors. Today I would like to actually show you guys the product and go over some of the features, and as well as give you a comparison and tell you the differences between the Mini and Midi Hoard. As you guys know, this is actually the first waterproof kids detector series in the market, in the world. So we're actually very excited as Nokta Makro to put our name behind these great products. First, I want to show you guys the packaging. The actual packaging that it comes in. I'm going to show you the Mini Hoard packaging first. As you can see, it comes in a very cool, friendly, like kids friendly, child friendly packaging. This is the front, okay? It's a pretty small box, and this is the back, guys, okay? Now, the Mini Hoard, we say, is ideal for kids between 4 to 8, okay? And I would like to go over some of the features and the specs on it now. Now, I have the detector here. I hope you guys can see this fine. Okay, now I'm going to turn the detector on. This is the on-off button. So you just press it and the detector is on right now, okay? Now let me get, what is this? This is US nickel, okay? So I'm gonna put this down here like that. I hope you guys can see this. As you can see, if you if the detector detects a non-ferrous target, it gives it a thumbs up and a smiley face, and the LED here lights up green, okay? Okay, I hope you guys can see this clearly. And the piles of sand in the middle here that you see, do you see the piles of sand, guys? That's your depth meter. So it's shallow, medium depth, and deep, okay? I'll do it again so you guys are all clear. Do you see these piles of sand? That's your depth meter, okay? Now, the detector, this is a two-tone detector, so it's either ferrous or non-ferrous. Now I'm gonna take a rusty bottle cap, okay? Oh, sorry, maybe I turned the iron off. Do you see that? This is your iron grunt for ferrous items, okay? I'm holding a rusty bottle cap, okay? Now, this detector has iron off, which is right here. You just press it once, and turn the iron off, which means now the detector is not gonna give any response to ferrous items. Nothing. Turn it on. This is your iron grunt, okay? Do it again. Turn the iron off. Nothing, guys, okay? The detector also has a pinpoint function, which actually is not easily found at a detector, at this price point, which is here. You just press and hold. Okay, and one more thing, the LED here turns from green to, from red to green as you're getting closer to the target, to the center of the target. Let me show you again. I don't know if you guys actually can see the LED or not. Okay? It's a very child-friendly design, as you can see from the graphics and how, like easy it is to use. It only has 2 buttons, on off, that you press and hold to power on and off, and you press it once to turn the iron off. And the other one is your pinpoint button, and it's a 2-tone detector. Now, this is a fully submersible, waterproof detector, guys. Fully submersible, okay? Up to 3 feet, which is 1 meter, okay? Now, I'll also show you the design, your coil, your shaft, okay? This is the armrest. Now, let me just tell you, based on some feedbacks we got from our testers, we actually made a small design change, and that was part of the delay why we didn't release it last month or the month prior to that. That some kids said that the armrest or the wrist rest, whatever you want to call it, was not comfortable. So now the production units are now gonna include, we made a design change here, but we're also adding this piece, that goes over your armrest, okay? And it gives it a very soft, very comfortable feeling. Now, I want to give you the dimensions of the product. So the shaft is retractable, guys, okay? Down to, let me see, 63 centimeters, which is 25 inches, okay? So the shaft retracts down to 63 centimeters, 25 inches, which is pretty compact, okay? And the surge coil is a 6-inch surge coil on it, okay? This is your Mini Hoard, okay? The world's first waterproof true kids detector. I know there are many detectors on the market, okay? They are marketed as kids detector, but I'll be very honest with you, they're either not really kids detectors, that are like they're detectors sold at cheap prices, but they're not really designed for the kids. And there are also like kids detectors on the market, which is actually lacking the features, okay, and the specs or the look or the feel of a real kids detector. They feel more like a toy than a detector. Now, this is really the first real kids metal detector, fully waterproof on the market. That's gonna be retailing, okay, for $99.95, okay, $99.95, less than $100, fully waterproof detector. One more thing I want to say about the Mini Hoard before I show you the Midi Hoard. Now, the Mini Hoard will be available in 2 packaging. One, the Mini Hoard by itself, in the package with nothing, or you can get, which this is the example of, a Mini Hoard Cool Kit. Now, what's included in the Mini Hoard Cool Kit? Let me show you guys. The Mini Hoard Cool Kit will of course have the Mini Hoard, but it will also come with this nice sand scoop and sand sifter. Okay, I hope you guys can see this clearly. It will also have in the packaging 2 sets of stickers for boys and for girls, okay, that they can stick around their screen and on their shaft. So these are screen and shaft stickers for boys and for girls, and there are 2 sets of them in 2 different designs. Also included in the cool kit, guys, 4 of these. What are these? These are what we call the treasure marks. X marks the spot. X marks the treasure. So your kids actually, can play together. When they find a target, they can just mark the spot with these, bright orange neon, treasure marks. Okay. I think this is all I have to say about the Mini Hoard. And now I'm going to go over to the Midi Hoard, M-I-D-I, the Midi Hoard. I'm seeing some comments. I'm going to be answering questions as well if you guys have any questions. But let me finish and show you the Midi Hoard. So one last time, okay? This is the Mini Hoard, guys. Okay? Just to show you once again. Thumbs up. It's a non-ferrous item. And here's your rusty bottle cap. A thumbs down. A frowny face with a, iron grunt. And a red LED. Okay? And just turn it off. Okay? Now, let me take the Midi Hoard. And I want to show you the packaging once again for those who missed it. This is our packaging. Guys, very kids-friendly packaging. Okay? Okay, very good. I'm going to put this down. And now I'm going to take the Midi Hoard. Okay. Here is the Midi Hoard. Now, some people think that the only difference between the Mini and the Midi Hoard is the length. No, it's not. Let me tell you. The Midi Hoard is ideal, we say, for kids between 8 and 12 and up. Actually, as a matter of fact, guys, this detector, the Midi Hoard, although we are releasing it as part of our Kids Detector series, this is actually a cool detector for a starter who doesn't want to spend much money on a metal detector, okay, and who wants something like very simple to use, very basic. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. Now, if you look at the screen itself is very different than the Mini Hoard, okay? This looks more like a traditional, metal detector. Now, the differences. This one is a 3-tone detector versus the 2-tone on the Mini. Now, let me show you. I'm going to put this down. I hope you guys can see this, okay? Here is your mid-tone, and I'm holding, what is this, a US nickel, okay? Here is your high tone. Okay? And here is your iron grunt, if I can find my rusty bottle cap. Okay, here it is, okay? Okay? So this is a 3-tone detector, and on the screen you know, there is no smiley face, no thumbs up, thumbs down, because we believe those are for like younger kids, and the older kids, you know, may not really appreciate and may find them, you know, too childish. Okay, so now another difference is this one actually has sensitivity setting. Do you guys see? Three levels of sensitivity. Okay, and it also has volume on off feature. It's the same button. Instead of pressing it, you know, like one by one, you just press and hold to turn the volume on. To turn the volume down and up. This is up, down. Okay. Now I'm seeing all the comments, so I cannot really follow the screen. I'm trying to read the comments, and you know, let me see what else. This also has discrimination, but different than the Mini Hoard. Actually, now you can turn off iron, and you can also turn off the mid-tone if you want. Let me show you. Okay, back. So now let's try this. This is your iron tone. Nothing. Okay, I turn the first, you know, Ferrous tone off. Now this is your US nickel, which gives a mid-tone, a medium tone. Now I'm gonna turn that off. US nickel, mid-tone, nothing. Okay, but you will still hear your high tone. Okay, what other differences are there between the Mini and Midi Hoard? Of course, the shaft is longer, the packaging is bigger. This is the packaging for the packaging is different. This is the Midi Hoard packaging, guys. Okay, if you see, the kids are older on you know, in the picture. Okay, and the shaft, you can retract it down to 32.5 inches, which is I believe 83 centimeters. Okay, 83 centimeters, which is 32.5 inches. This is what it retracts down to. Of course, a little bit longer than the Mini Hoard, and you can actually extend it to let me see, 43 inches, which is 109 centimeters. Okay, so it's adjustable between 32.5 and 43 inches. The coil, guys, the coil on it is a 7-inch surge coil versus the 6-inch surge coil on the Mini Hoard. Okay, so basically there are major differences between the Mini and the Midi Hoard, from the length to its coil to its, you know, specs to its screen, you know, 2-tone versus 3-tone. Yeah, so this is the Midi Hoard. Now the Midi Hoard will only come in you know, I mean, by itself. There is no Midi Hoard cool kit, so to say, but of course you can, if your kid wants the Midi Hoard and not the Mini Hoard, but still wants the cool kit, we're actually gonna be selling, you know, these items, which is, you know, these are the accessories included in the cool kit. The stickers, 2 sets of stickers. Once again, your treasure marks, your scent scoop and scent sifter and scent scoop, all these items as a kit as well. So you can purchase these together as a kit, or you can actually purchase each one of them separately, okay, if you want. Let me see, I think this is all I have to say. Okay, like I said, we released it to our distributors, okay, which means we are now getting the orders from our distributors around the world, and the shipments to our distributors will leave the factory starting early next week. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention the price point on the Midi Hoard. It's $119.95, which is $119.95. Okay. Don't forget, guys, we're talking about fully submersible, waterproof detectors. Okay. At these price points. It hasn't been easy. It was challenging, but we did it, and we're very proud, actually, because we really want to share this hobby with our loved ones, our kids, and we believe these are the perfect detectors for them. Okay. And yeah, this is all I have to say. If you have any questions, you can actually write it in the comments. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can, if there is any right now. Yeah, and dang, I wish I was a kid. Yeah, me too. Good job. Thanks for all the hard work. Thank you. No, we thank you. Okay. Yes, we've been working hard, but we couldn't do it without you guys, our valued customers. We love you all. And yeah, Peter right now, our UK distributor, is in the chat, and he's writing the prices for the UK market. By the way, the prices I gave are the US prices, USA prices. You can check with your local distributors on the local pricing, of course. And let me see. I think this is all I have to say, guys. The Mini and Midi Hoard, world's first waterproof kids detectors, are now ready for shipping. Should you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me or any of my team members. Yeah, I think it's time to say bye. Unless you guys have any last second questions, I'm just gonna stay on for a few more seconds. I guess not. We love you all. Mini and Midi Hoard, the world's first waterproof kids detectors by Nokta Makro. And I'm gonna say bye by saying Nokta Makro detectors for everyone, everywhere, for a lifetime, guys. Love you. Bye.